scripture of the week related to sports, related more towards the 9/11 thing this time. Again, this is a clip you can check out on our Church on the Rock YouTube channel. We got it every single week. For you guys that are watching over there on our YouTube channel, want to encourage you to check out the entire show, or at least bits and pieces of the show. You want to do that, you can go to livestream.com/core radio. Click on the 4th and 10 logo. We're here every single Wednesday from 10:30 to noon, but you can also watch it at your convenience. You can click on any show that you might have missed. Say you can't be here on a Wednesday morning, but you want to watch it on a Wednesday night or a Thursday night or whatever. You can do that by just going on to live stream and finding the logo and doing it that way. We are also live on Facebook Live during the time of the show, both on my personal Facebook page, Nigel Delbert, on the Church on the Rock, as well as on the Core Radio Facebook page. So our scripture of the week, kind of related to the sports and 9/11, being that it is September 11th that we're broadcasting this, says in James 4:14, "While you don't even know what will happen tomorrow, what is your life? You are at the midst that appears for a little while and then vanishes." So that's so true. We don't even know what will happen tomorrow. I mean, I was in Bible school when the thing happened, and they sent us home, and like, this was terrible tragedy in New York City. A few months ago, back in the first week of April, a Wednesday. Earlier on the day of that Wednesday, I was doing 4th and 10. Later on that day, I hit some black ice and ended up going straight headfirst into a tree and totaled my car and had to get a new car in the whole 9 yards. You never know what's going to happen. I'm not saying that we should look and be paranoid and be scared. God is with us and He is helping you, but it gives you a different perspective on life when you see things that that make us not want to take life for granted. If there's one thing that the day, which now 23 years ago, has taught us, it's that tomorrow is not promised. If only we could apply that in line of thinking to other areas of our lives. The truth of the 9/11 tragedy is some of us now realize that having nice cars or big homes or many of the dreams that we had been chasing, winning Super Bowls or winning, a World Series, they aren't as important as your family and people that you love. Maybe we have come to understand, as the Apostle John came to understand, that serving God is much more important than honoring our own desires. For everyone in the world, the craving of a sinful man, the lust of the eyes, and the boasting of what he has and does comes not from the Father but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever. That's 1 John 2:16 and 17. The World Trade Center tragedy has helped us to understand that we have two citizenships. One is this world and one in heaven. Perhaps the greater reality is that while we've been storing up riches in the world, we have yet to have a Wells Fargo truck follow any of the hearses we've seen on television. We can't take it with us. James Dobson once told a modern-day parable that communicate the important spiritual truth that 9/11 helped us to understand. He was playing the board game Monopoly with his family. As the game progressed, he grew richer with every move, ultimately owning the most desired game board properties, the boardwalk, Park Place, and all the railroads and utilities. Money was no longer a concern, but with the game ended. Dobson realized that it had been left all alone to put all the pieces back in the box. All that wealth really didn't mean a thing. The Bible is filled with verses that admonish about the very lesson that James Dobson learned. Proverbs 23:5, for example, reminds us that we can't really depend on wealth. Cast but a gaze of riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Jesus said that riches are literally choke you to death as they go on their way, that you choked by life's worries, riches, and pleasures, and they do not mature. Luke 8:14. It's not sin to want nice things. It's not, it's not bad to want nice things. I'm not saying that you can't have nice things, but what we're saying is it puts things in perspective whether, we should be out there witnessing, let people know Jesus, because we should be, it says in the word to focus more on eternity than it does to focus on natural things, doesn't it? But it is a sin when we want for those things to become our God, when we're willing to subordinate what really matters for what doesn't. The Apostle Paul teaches us that real treasures in life are those that we see when we get on the other side of eternity. Think about these words. Command those who are rich in the present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in their wealth, which is uncertain, but put their hope in God, who richly provides with us everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, but enrich in good deeds, and be generous and willing to share in this, that they will live up to the treasures themselves as a firm foundation of the coming age, so that they may take hold of the life that is truly life. 1 Timothy 6:17 through 19. So, it wasn't the terrorists who inspired this comment, or 9/11. It wasn't, me. It was, how do we want to put this? I'm trying to read this and put this towards it. But no, take the advice. Stop and think about where you are in your life, your priorities, and ask God to help you understand the bigger picture. Not about this. Put things in perspective. People sometimes look at us and think and wonder, is this in shock? Is this unrealistic about where our situation is? But certainly, the faith that I have is helping us to understand the bigger picture here, and that God's justice will ultimately prevail. So, I know that was a little bit different today, but again, our scripture of the week there was James 4:14. Why do you not even know what will happen? We don't even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? Are you not a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes? So again, too, we only have so much time to let people know about our relationship with Jesus. I think that's so important as well, in figuring out this whole thing and being a part of it. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to